It's finally happening, folks. Finally gonna work on Katrina's Charger. This is her 1973 Dodge Charger that I took apart about 3 years ago. The plan was we were just gonna do a quick little swap-a-roo with her brand new 451 stroker motor, and it didn't happen. Didn't happen for a number of reasons. It's not all my fault. We did have some issues with the engine. Mr. Bob McVay, went ahead and fixed the 451 stroker, and it's running, rock and rolling. And then from then on, it just kind of got stuck on an engine stand, and we haven't had the time or the space to be able to work on this thing over the years, and it's just kind of sat back here in the backyard. But now it's finally time to work on this thing, and I called in a favor from a friend who's back there. This is the Octane Eagle himself. Scott and I have known each other for a long, long time, and he is being willing to tag in to help out, assist, bring this thing back to life.
I heard you were sleeping on the couch, so we had to help you out. It was a dire emergency.
Yes. Plan A didn't work out. Plan B didn't work out. We're going with Plan C, and Scott's going to get this thing done, or at least a lot of the work done, because if you've watched my stuff, a large portion of what I do on this channel involves me using my connections with other people, because I just physically can't get everything done that I need to get done. And Scott's got a truck, a trailer, and like a shop at your house.
Yeah. We're gonna see if we can. The goal is to get her to Good Guys.
Ooh.
Whether or not we'll make it, I don't know.
That's a hell of a goal.
I mean, it won't be done by then, but we're drivable, hopefully.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are watching this right now, Good Guys is in like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's doable.
Yeah, but I find the only time you get anything done, or at least the only time I get any real work done, is when there's a deadline, and I don't get it done months in advance. I only get it done weeks in advance.
Like right before crisis happens, that's where you get your work done. That's an ADD thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
I know this needs to get done.
Yeah.
But I've got like months to do it, so I don't need to work on it for a while.
Two years in a row for Power Tour. My car was finished at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we left at 6 a.m. to go on Power Tour.
Despite knowing
a year in advance.
Every year when that's going to be.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough. So let me walk you through the Charger. So this was originally a 318 car. This is a 1973 Charger, but it does have a 1972 nose, so it's got the flip-up headlights on it. It does not currently have an engine in it, but it did run previously with her 400 cubic inch big block Chrysler low compression motor that was in it originally. We fought round and round and round circles with that car, with that motor for years, trying to get it running correctly, and it just never was great. So we decided we would build a brand new motor for it. I'll show you that here in a second. And it's based off of that same 400. Now, a lot of people who are not in the Mopar world are gonna be like, what the heck is a big block 400? It's a 383. It's a big block Mopar 383 that's a little bit larger. They did it in the later generations of the big block Mopars. It's actually a little bit smaller than a 440 as far as the actual footprint goes. So it fits in places a little bit better. And it's honestly one of those things that most people don't even bother mentioning. They never really mention or work on or build the later generation Mopars, which is kind of a shame. They're quite capable. But it is a bench seat car at the moment. You can see we've painted all kinds of things. It does still have the transmission in the car, and the drive shaft are all in there. Man, it's been a while since I've been in this thing. But it's all here, I think. As I said, it's been a while since I've been in this car. So we should have a fuel tank for this thing. We should have a engine mounts for this thing. We should have everything we need to put it back together again. And it should be just, you know, set the engine in between the rails, connect up some stuff, and turn the key. Yeah, because that ever happens. I'm sure, a number of people that are going to ask, Austin, you work at a shop. Why aren't you just pushing it in the shop and working on it? Well, and the answer is because this is a working shop. It's for customers that pay bills. And we don't have the time to work on one of my cars and to kill a bay for days or weeks while we work on this thing and make that money not make money, if that makes sense. A bay and a lift are a valuable piece of how we keep this business alive. So if we have this thing sitting here on a lift for a long period of time that I am not paying for, then we are losing money, and that just isn't going to happen. So fortunately, I've got Scott that's willing to tag in and do some assist here. He has the ability to do this at his house, and that's why we're going to do this. And that's going to get this thing up and running and get me, as Scott said, out of the doghouse, because Katrina was not exactly happy with me not getting that car done for Power Tour. Now, in my defense, she may have had a worse time if she did do Power Tour in this car, because she did have air conditioning and all of the modern comforts.
Although for the first time since I can ever remember, this year Power Tour, it was actually nice.
It was extremely nice.
Yes.
It was extremely nice.
Normally it's like
this.
Satan's balls.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's normally 9:30 in the morning and we're sweating like, yes. Yeah, if this week had been Power Tour week, we would have all been in deep trouble. It's like mid-90s all week this week. So anyway, I guess this is going to be the project introduction to this car. It is a 727 automatic. I don't want to lift that hood's off. But trust me, it's a 727 that's in there. We will probably eventually do buckets in this car. Floors are just fine. She's a short person, so making some adjustments here for a short people is going to be important. I honestly also need to track down the parts for this car because it's been a couple of years. I've got all brand new stuff from Firm Feel for the suspension, torsion arms, and all kinds of stuff to make this car much, much better. But I've hidden them over the last couple of years. I'm not entirely sure where they are. Okay, well, I got to get in this thing to steer it, which is going to be great. We did wait for literally the hottest day of the year so far. It is hot! And the windows don't roll down because the battery's not connected. Alright. Okay. And hopefully not cause any crazy damage. This is the first time this car has moved in a long time. But hopefully that'll change soon. I can't get out.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go back a little further. Okay.
Good news is I'm on the big car. Good news is we're on the trailer. Bad news is I can't get out of the car. In fact, I can't get through that hole. Oh man, it is hot.
My small friend, I do this sometimes.
Yeah, you need a small towing friend. All right, that should be good enough. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Yeah, well, do you need to fix the hood down? She's a big girl. When we were looking at houses years ago, one of the funniest moments I have had is you just walk through the house. I don't care how cool the house is. Will this fit in the garage? Same thing with my Le Mans is, will it fit in the garage? Because I don't care how cool the house is. If this 75 million feet of muscle car won't fit in the garage, I don't care. So I literally just walk through the really nice house and walk into the garage and pace it off. And modern houses, typically speaking, have shorter garages, so they're not built to handle stuff out of this era. It's understandable. She's a big car. I am excited to have this thing come back to life. It does have side pipes, by the way. We're going to maintain that. I'm going to try to keep it as cool and as original as it was. I think we're gonna stick with this color. She likes this color. There's purple accents all over everything, so I think we're gonna stick with that. See the purple mirrors. We did do purple on these, but it did not stick, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to do that better. Got it, Todd. Yeah, 87 feels like 95. Heat advisory until Wednesday at 8 p.m. Woof.
They said on the radio today, on the way over here, that we might set a record.
Yeah. I just saw that.
I'm like, I don't like setting those kind of records.
Today the high is 94 degrees. Tomorrow the high is 94 degrees. And that's without humidity. Insert Cajuns laughing at us. Jacob going,
or Georgia.
Valdosta. All right, how do we want to secure this hood down? Or do we just pull it off and put it in the back of your truck?
Do I need to put a motor in there?
Huh?
Do I need to put a motor in the back of that truck?
I mean, do you want to? Or I can bring it to you. It's up to you. Here at the Land of Forgotten Toys is her 451 stroke. This was originally built at Performance Research in Columbus, and then went to Bob for some more fettling. And then it's basically been hanging out here in the corner, or the middle of the shop, I guess, for, I want to say 3 years. I think it was 3 years in May. So, it should be ready to run. And see if we can get this thing out. I don't know if we can get it in the back of that truck, but aluminum headed now with Edelbrock heads, really low compression, honestly, probably like 8.5 to 1 compression, so it'll run on literally anything flammable. We'll see where this thing eventually ends up power wise. I'm also gonna be ordering, as of like right now, as soon as I get off this video, serpentine kit from CVF Racing, so that we don't have to worry about using the old school accessory drive setup that's on this thing. It just doesn't look nice, and I'm a big fan of the CVF stuff, so we're gonna do a full CVF serpentine kit on this car. Also, that will have air conditioning, so when we're ready to do the air conditioning side of things, it's already on here. So I gotta dig it out. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff that's been packed around here for a while, so let me dig this thing out, and we'll see if we can either toss it in the back of his truck or in the back of my Passat wagon shop hauler engine machine hauling work truck.
Just take it home with you later.
Yeah. All right. Obviously, when we were dynoing it, it wasn't exactly sealed up. But this should be a pretty easy process.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it out there right now in the universe. It's gonna be easy. Why did we pick the hottest day of the year? This is brutal.
Same reason we have multiple project cars. We're glutton for punishment.
Because we're dumb. Nope. We're not going to clear this.
That was the truck again. Pull it back.
This is a pain. It's your workout, Scott.
Yeah. I missed my forklift at home.
This is definitely should have been a spring job, not a hottest day of the summer job.
Everyone always asks me why I have a forklift in my house.
Yeah.
And then they come over and work with me. And they're like, yeah, that's
makes it a lot
way
easier.
better.
Way better. All right, so I'll put the tire underneath the oil pan. Yeah, this will be fine.
Oh, that's also got water in it.
All right, up a little more. All right.
About a
Almost like it's not stupid. There's the Octane Eagle. I do love your graphic. It is fantastic.
I have to thank Sarah Lawson for the Eagle design. I had a general idea and she made it come to life. So
I like it. It's old school. I like it a lot. So this is going to be kind of a collaboration type of video process where Scott's going to be able to work on it on his channel, on what he's doing. I'm going to be over there when I'm doing my stuff, and I can work on things on my stuff. It'll be on my channel. But collaborations are a wonderful way to be able to help each other out and to share our audiences and things. And you're new to the YouTube world. Yeah. Sort of. I mean, you've been around it. You've just never been
on it. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of years dodging the camera. So.
Right. Now you don't have a choice.
Right, that's right.
And your first big project was your Torino?
Yeah. Well, I've got my first video with it coming up next. That'll be my next video. So.
Okay.
The full history of it and showing what happened after Power Tour with it. So.
Okay. So for insurance purposes, this is latched. There she is. It'd be good to have this thing back up and running.
Alright, let's hook this back up.
Hook the truck back up. I don't even know what that sticker was. Anyway.
Back in prehistoric times.
We're all ready to rock and roll. Thank you, sir.
We're gonna make this thing make some noise.
Yeah. And we're gonna do it all before Power Tour, huh? Or before Good Guys,
Maybe
huh?
go make Power Tour.
Next year. We'll definitely have it done before Power Tour next year.
Yeah, that will definitely make. We're gonna try to make it before Good Guys.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I don't know anything about the rest of the car, but we can make the motor and tranny run. I'm assuming the rest of the car is closed, so.
Yeah, ish.
Yeah, ish.
Ish. As long as it moves, that's the number one thing.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go grab some ice cream and some lunch because it's
An ice bath.
Yeah. We're at Fat Guy dying of heat right now. Anyway, guys, like I said, this is going to be a collaboration series between Scott and I. The Octane Eagle is his channel, brand new to YouTube, if you didn't catch that. He's been in and around the YouTube space a long time. He's just never been in the YouTube space, but he's a pretty cool dude with a lot of cool stuff. Kind of Ford-focused. For those of you guys who are Ford guys, he's probably somebody you can watch. But he's willing to tag in on getting this Charger project moving forward because I just flat out can't get it done. And that's kind of what it's all about. And in my world, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. And a lot of what I'm going to be able to accomplish is because I have a lot of great connections with a lot of great people who are willing to tag in and help me and move projects forward. I can help them with things and they can help me with things. And that's how the world continues to go around. So you will see stuff here. Katrina also wants to come over and work on it as well. So, she's one of those people. She helped me take the car apart. She helped do a lot of the other stuff with it. So we're gonna get her involved in this as much as possible. So you will see this all over the place. But officially, the 1973 Dodge Charger project has started to move forward. It's going to move forward right now. Started to move forward. Saw that happening better in my planning process, but whatever, guys. Thanks for being here. This is Automotive Adventures with Austin, my own little personal corner of the YouTube internet. It's where I work on my own personal cars and projects and that kind of stuff, go racing sometimes, and general automotive shenanigans and conversations. If you like this kind of thing, if you can put up with me and my big bearded self, click on the subscribe button. I'd love to see you again. For all of you guys who continue to watch what it is I do, thank you very much. You literally are what enable me to do what it is I do. So I'll see you again on the next one. Don't know what that'll be. Might be something with the Charger. Might be something with the AMC AMX. We'll see. I'll see you the next one, I hope. Take care. Bye-bye.